What's up? Today I'm going to show you how to draw a map of the North Pole. If you're new, please support me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel, Rainbow Parrot Art. I have so many cool art tutorials on this channel. You're gonna love it. Okay, grab a piece of paper and let's get started. Start your drawing by making a thin banner at the top of your paper that says the North Pole. Then draw a few pointy icicles hanging off the bottom of your banner. There's no actual land in the North Pole, so we're going to draw our map on top of a floating ice shelf that looks like an island. Draw a large, irregular shaped ice shelf that really fills the page. Remember, this map shows an aerial view, so we are looking down on this map from above. There will be a sea of floating ice around us, so I'm drawing that as well. Notice how some of the chunks of ice are very large, while some are very small. I'm clustering small chunks of ice close together and using irregular shapes to make it look more realistic. Now I'm adding some waves in my water. I'm drawing a long, swirling line, which will look like wind on the water. To make your drawing look more like a map, draw a compass in the corner that points north. The next thing we want to do is to divide our ice shelf into sections by drawing a road. This is one example of how you can draw your road. Here's another slightly different example of how you can draw your floating ice shelf and a road. See how I'm drawing my road using a double line? Notice how it breaks up my ice shelf into distinct sections or neighborhoods. I can erase any part of this road and then draw a driveway. Now on each section of my ice shelf, I'm going to draw a different scene. I'm going to start by drawing Santa's workshop. A simple rectangle with a triangle roof represents the main building. Now I'm adding a tower on each side and a couple chimneys with smoke coming out. Adding some windows and other details. Adjusting my walkway so that it lines up with the entrance. And adding double doors with a candy cane on either side. I left space so I can make a storefront sign that says Santa's Workshop. Now in the neighborhood on the right, I'm going to draw an elf village. I'm drawing very simple houses and using a few different styles to give you ideas. You can copy my houses or draw your own. Don't forget to add some smoke coming out of your elf chimneys. I left space in front to draw a wooden signpost that says Elf Village. Now I'm going to draw Santa's house. I'm drawing a few mounds of snow, then drawing his house right on top. I'm trying a different style for my roof this time. I'm drawing windows and several wreaths hanging on the front of his house. I'm drawing wavy lines so it looks like there's snow on the roof. I'm adding a wooden signpost in the front that says Santa's house. Now I'm going to draw a fancy sleigh garage that looks like a big castle. I'm drawing Santa's sleigh and adding some presents inside the sleigh. Right next to the sleigh, I'm adding a reindeer runway. The runway is going to be lined with Christmas lights. For a final touch, I'm drawing a wooden signpost that says Reindeer Runway. Since Santa is known for getting a lot of mail, I'm adding a giant bag of mail and drawing a couple envelopes next to the mail bag. I'm also drawing a simple 2-story post office with a flag on the roof. I thought it would be fun to add a train station. I'm adding a curved parallel line for railroad tracks. I'm drawing a simple toy train right on top of these tracks. When I'm finished drawing the train, I'm going back and adding the rest of the lines for the railroad tracks. Next to my train station, there's going to be a frozen lake for ice skating. I'm drawing a round shape for the lake, then adding a couple giant boots. Now I'm turning these boots into ice skates by drawing a blade that attaches to the bottom of the boot. I'm making a signpost that says Skate Lake. Finally, I'm adding some wavy lines to make the water look frozen. Now it's time to add a magical and mysterious candy forest. I'm drawing a bunch of circles that will become lollipops. See how they're all different sizes? Also, adding a few conical tree-shaped lollipops. Now adding straight lines for the base of the lollipops, adding a lollipop swirl and other details, throwing in a couple random pieces of candy, and finally making a signpost in the front that says Candy Forest. Now it's time to draw a hot chocolate cafe in the shape of a giant mug. Draw a curved line for the base, a vertical line, a curved line on top that runs parallel to the bottom line, and another straight vertical line on the right. I'm adding a fancy handle for my mug on the side, another curved line on top, and then a mountain of whipped cream with some sprinkles. I'm making a storefront sign that says Hot Chocolate Cafe and adding a door with a candy cane on either side, and voila! To add a snowman, draw a wavy mound of snow with a circle on top. Then draw a slightly smaller overlapping circle. Then draw an even smaller overlapping circle for the head. Then go back, erase, and redraw the bottom edge of the middle and top circles. Add stick arms, a hat, and a face, and maybe some buttons on the front. Okay, this was the easiest way I could find to draw polar bears. Draw a simple egg shape, then add a snout, 2 eyes, and a half circle for ears. Add half circles for arms, add 2 ovals for the feet. I'm repeating these steps to draw a smaller baby polar bear on the left. Reindeer can be kind of hard to draw, but here's the easiest one I know how to do. An oval for the head, an oval for the body, a bushy tail, straight legs with pointy hooves, big pointy ears, a simple face with a big oval nose, and stick antlers that look like upside down crow's feet. For a final touch, I'm adding some steam coming off the hot cocoa. I'm adding a cute Arctic seal next to the water's edge and a narwhal poking up from the water. I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can draw trees. You can draw elongated triangles like this and like this, and you can also draw bushy trees that look like this. For a final touch, I'm drawing a traffic cone at the end of my Reindeer Runway, and I'm adding some more trees to my picture. Okay, now I'm ready to add color. You can see I've colored my roadways and wooden signposts brown. I've also colored the water turquoise. Have fun coloring your picture, but leave the background white so that it looks like snow. If you want to be super fancy, when you're all done, you can paint some white snowflakes on your picture. You can use whiteout or white paint. This step is totally optional. I don't recommend doing it unless you finish early and have loads of extra time. All right, well, I hope you love how your drawing turns out. And if you enjoyed watching today, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And be sure to check out my other videos.